price that you pay gives us life brand new. Hosanna forever, we worship you. Hosanna forever, we worship you.
The angels bow down at the thought of you. The darkness gives way to the light for you.
The price that you pay, Jesus.
Gives us
Oh
life.
God, oh yeah.
Forever we worship you. Hosanna forever we worship you.
Verse 2 say,
for you are the joy,
my joy, my joy.
The Lamb was slain for my sins, and the one I adore, King of Kings,
ruler of all. Yeah, we worship.
Hosanna forever we worship you.
For you are the joy.
You are the joy that my soul is for. The Lamb that was slain
For mine and the one I adore. Ruler of, give him praise.
Forever we worship.
We worship you. Give him praise. Forever. Give him praise. Oh, Hosanna. Forever. Give him praise. And ever. Forever. Praise his name. Yeah. Forever. Oh, and ever. Forever. Hosanna. Forever. Hosanna. Forever. Hosanna. Forever. See, we love you. We need you. We love you. We need you. Gotta have you. Gotta have you. Gotta have you. Yeah. I ain't got no problems with him. 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 Yeah. Oh, to the Lord, he's wonderful. All right, Sopranos, let me hear you to the Lord, he is wonderful. All right, Dennis, let me hear you say, I'm in power, still wonderful. Hosanna, Hosanna forever. Hosanna forever. Hosanna forever and ever.
Yo, Hosanna forever, forever. Good morning. How y'all doing this morning? So good to see y'all. I've been out and about this week, but it's good to be back. I got my little coffee going. We're going to sit in some encouragement with the Word of God. And, you know, well, the young man who was singing, he was also saying, yeah, that's Revel Day, I believe his last name is Revel. So, yo, we going to have a good time today. Let's get it going. Got a little theme song. It kind of gets everything going.
Let's go.
Come on. Hey.
Everything. Come on. For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever will believe in him shall not perish but have everlasting life.
Gonna hear some good news today. Yeah.
Turn my mic up.
Oh,
Y'all ain't see this coming. Get ready to catch this. Come to snatch your righteous mind, not your edges. God is the goal, and then there's the period. This thing is real. Woo-cha, we serious. Intentional, the original. God is in control. Do it for your soul. Gotta let the whole world know. Ayo, ayo.
Everything's gonna be okay. Everything's gonna be okay. Gonna hear some good news today.
Yo. Hey, everything's gonna be okay. Let the people say, God's gonna make a way. Everything's gonna be okay. Put it in the comments. Tell somebody everything's gonna be okay. Somebody may be discouraged this morning. They may be having a difficult time. They may not believe that everything's gonna work out like he said. They might have gotten some bad news. They may be sitting in a space of discouragement or heartbrokenness. I don't know where you might be, but yo, take a second and encourage somebody in the comments and just tell them everything's gonna be okay. Ain't no need to worry what the night is gonna bring. Hey, it'll be all over in the morning. Somebody said they had bad news all week. Hear the living God say to you, ain't no need to worry what the night is gonna bring. It'll be all over in the morning. Yeah, y'all, it'll be all over. God's working it for us good. A lot of bad news this week. I mean, a lot of good things too, to be honest. But some folks lost some loved ones, some death. Let me see. I think two or three. I've heard of 2 or 3 folks who passed away from COVID. Dear friends of close or family members of dear friends of mine. So there's a lot of mourning going on, a lot of grief. So I just want you to be encouraged. Be encouraged. God is on the throne and he's doing great work, and he's not done. He is not done. Let me tell you something. If God can turn my beard black, he can do anything. I'm just going to tell you the truth. I just woke up and the miraculous happened. And if God can do that, he can do anything. He's reverse aging me. Yeah. Come on. I felt that in my shando. Yes. So praying for all of those that have sickness and loss and all of that. Just praying that God won't he do it? Oh, yes, he will. Oh, yes, he will. Yes, he will. It's good to see y'all, though. It's good to see y'all, and I'm glad y'all are hanging in there with me, especially when the schedule is crazy and I'm on and off again. So I just appreciate y'all hanging in there with me. The book sales are going well. Got some stuff coming up. Relevant Magazine reached out. They read the book and loved it, so that's really exciting. So we'll be connecting with them and some other media outlets that I'll be telling you guys about. So that stuff is really good. If you haven't pre-ordered it, pre-order it. We want this message to go viral. We want them to know that how we love really matters. We out here in these streets just acting and treating love like it's our own comfort blanket, and we can extend it or refuse it at will. And we could distribute it how we want to. And the world just needs to know, when it comes to being followers of Jesus, how we love really matters. It is significant, and you just don't love any kind of way. So if y'all could help us get that message out, that would be great. And if you read the first chapter, if you hadn't gotten the first chapter yet, download the first chapter. We're just giving that away. So get that first chapter, read that first chapter. Denise, you're right. We need to get this to Oprah. Somebody call Oprah and tell her there's a young man. There's a young man. Hallelujah. Who's experienced something and who's written something, and we need y'all to do it. Jill, yeah, that first chapter, it hits with that right out the gate. Yeah, so it's good. I'm glad you read. It's good to hear the feedback too. A young man with a black beard. Come on now. Well, he is young though. So y'all, I was watching my boy Carlos Whitaker. He's been out. He's preached for us during the pandemic. He'll come out again. He's one of the best Instagram follows out there. He's constantly creating stories. It's really a part of his job. He's a legit influencer. He lives in Nashville and he's building a fence. And in order for him to build a fence, he's having to dig holes for the post in the fence. So he spent like 2 or 3 days just digging holes in the ground. So the funny part is this lady who lives like in Minnesota somewhere hit him back and was like, wow, it must be something because he's digging holes in the ground. And the other day in Minnesota, I went and I couldn't even put a yard sign in my ground. I couldn't even put a yard sign in because y'all go too far. Sister Perkins then said I look like a light-skinned Rick Ross. I don't know if that's there's just no way that that's a compliment. There's just no way that that's a compliment. So this lady just sits back and laughs. She said, I can't even put a yard sign in my ground. It's because it is freezing cold. It's freezing cold, which I just left the Midwest. I was in Chicago, and it was about 6 degrees with a wind chill of about 15. So that means although it's 6, it feels like 15. And she said something is different. She just said, it's interesting how we can all be in the same winter, but things hit our ground differently. That's my translation. We can all be in the same winter, but man, things hit our ground differently. Because although we're in the same season, we're having different impact and different experiences. Carlos was able to work and dig in the ground in winter. But in Minnesota, you you can't do that in winter. I want to encourage us. Some of us are in winter, and there are those that are able to make visible advancement in this season, and they're able to accomplish and dig post. And you're in the same winter they're in. You're in the same season they're in, but you can't even make any progress at all. Listen, we may be in the same season, but we are experiencing a different winter. Same season, different winter. Some of you are in a winter and it's 6 degrees, but watch this. The wind chill got it feeling like it's negative 15 degrees. I guess what I really want to encourage you by way of today is make sure that you're not setting your pace based off of your comparison of what you see other people accomplishing or not accomplishing in this season. Set your pace based off of the rhythm of God's grace and provision and his will for your life in this season. Pull out of the comparison because other folks may be in the same season, but they're experiencing a different winter. So stop comparing your winter to theirs. Your ground is frozen for a reason, sis. Your ground is frozen for a reason, bro. You're not able to go as fast as you want for a reason. And they may have to accomplish more in this season because in the summer there's a hurricane that impacted them that you didn't see. In the summer there was a tornado that they experienced that you didn't see. There was a huge tornado in Nashville. Huge tornado. So you comparing seasons, but yo, you get to have a different kind of winter. And I guess I want to encourage those specifically who feel like I'm in 6-degree weather with a 15 wind chill. So so what that means to me is it's the degree is actually this, but you need to be prepared because you can be at a 6 degrees, which is already bad, but because of other circumstances surrounding that, it could feel like a negative 15 degrees. Some of you in a bad situation, but because this bad situation has come on the heels of other things orbiting around it, it feels way worse than it should. That's because you've got culminating things happening. Some of you got several degrees. I love that. I'm in several degrees of grief. Somebody just said that. I love that, Loli. Several degrees of grief. Some of us got several things going on. And that's not the bad part. Can I just tell you, God can do anything. God can do anything. But do you know what season you're in? Have you stopped to take time to pay attention to what's happening in you, around you, through you? Are you paying attention to where you are in this season? And have you said, you know what, this is my pace and I'm not going to go any faster? Or this is my pace, I'm not going to go any slower. Have you found the rhythm of God's grace on your life in this season? Because what you'll be able to do, I'm telling you, you'll do it better if there's a grace on you to do it. And watch this. There are some things that you just shouldn't do. There are things that you, watch this, that you could do. So it's not about your lack of ability. No, you could do it, but you just shouldn't. You need to find the right pace, yo. You need to find the right pace. I know, but I wanted to get more money. Well, maybe what if you didn't have the extra money? What if you made the season not about the money, but about rest? What if it wasn't about resource? What if it was about rest? What if you downsize something to take the pressure off? Or what if you leveraged your savings in a way where you could create some margin for yourself to be yourself? Some of you, your ambitious hunger is going to starve your longing soul. I'm going to say that again. Some of us, our ambitious hunger is going to starve our longing soul. You so hungry and ambitious, man, I'm hungry, I'm ready. But your soul is anemic. Your soul is starving. I would choose your soul in this season. I would choose your soul and not your bank account. Hey, let me tell you something. It's like when I go to the doctor, since I'm working on my health and engaging, y'all gonna hear a whole bunch of doctor and food illustrations. It's crazy how my body doesn't feel dehydrated, but it is. It's like, yeah, no, you're not getting enough water. Your body ain't operating at what it, but I'm so used to it operating dysfunctionally, I don't even know right from wrong anymore. When it comes to, am I dehydrated? Am I hydrated? I don't, I feel fine. But your body's inside like, oh, I wish he'd drink some water today. I wish he'd drink some water, Lord. Jesus, help him get some water. It's dry in here, it's dry. It's dry. Some of you, that's your soul. I wish he'd pray today. I wish he'd pour into his soul today. I wish he'd pause and just acknowledge God today. I wish he'd read his word today. Oh, my soul, we're starving in here. I wish he'd turn off Netflix today and put on something and consume something that'll stir us in here. They hadn't done one thing to stir our soul today. I wish they'd stir joy, stir hope, stir peace, stir faith. I wish the faith would be stirred in here. It's all in here, but it ain't been stirred in a long time. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Hello in here, somebody? So give yourself permission to have your own winter. We're all in the same season, but winter hit different. Winter hits different according to where you are and what season you are, what geographical location you're in. So your winter may be harder. And your winter may even feel harder than it is. Pay attention to what you feel. Give room and space to invite God into what you feel. And allow the healing to begin where the pain is felt. Allow the healing to begin where the feelings are being stirred. So you may not be able to dig a post this winter. Maybe you just need to be a post. Maybe you just need to post up in this season, in this winter. Start imagining what could possibly happen in the summer if you find the right rhythm in the winter. You know what I'm saying? Be gracious to yourself. As you go into the weekend, give yourself grace. Give yourself some space. Be good to you. Ain't nobody else gonna know how to be good to you unless you train them, unless you teach them. You gotta model it. So be good to you. By his grace and his mercy, you deserve it. So be good to you. Be good to you. And watch this. Feed your soul, please. Feed your soul. You know, I've been doing some stuff, and this ain't to sound super spiritual, super deep, but I've been just really sensitive with what movies I watch. And I just go back and watch stuff that I'm familiar with, and I just watch the same thing over and over and over again because I can't afford to watch no movie or nothing that's going to stir the wrong thing in me. I'm already tired, discouraged, depends on what day it is. I'm already weary, already fighting through year 2 of COVID and trying to lead the church, all that kind of. I need, is everybody alive at the end? Is everybody, is this relationship going to work out? If it look like somebody gonna die or it's gonna end unresolved, I ain't watching it. Maybe I can watch it in 2025, but round down through here, I need happy conclusions. I need a full resolve. I need the movie to be good. Even series. Well, you should watch the series. How the series end? I don't even need no cliffhangers. I don't want to get to season 1 and they filming season 2 somewhere. Is the whole series done and does it end good? Then I'll watch it. Somebody was watching, what? You should watch this series. No, they just in season 2. They doing this. Nah, well, let me know when it's all done. I don't want no cliffhangers. I was watching Ted Lasso the cliffhanger ended, and now I gotta wait. I'm waiting on enough stuff in my life. I don't need to wait for nothing extra. Oh, yeah, yeah. I watch romantic. So romantic comedies is my genre. I love a good romantic comedy, but yo, it better work. It better be a happy ending. They better work it out at the end, or find somebody else better. They ain't even got to end up together. As long as let her find somebody better. And then I'm down with that. But don't none of this break up and we done and I done wasted 2 hours in a relationship that ain't gonna work out. No, give me West Wing and Frasier. And I'm just gonna watch that over. I know how those end, and they end good. They end good. My point. Oh, they're watching Family Feud. Somebody's going to win. I love that, Jill. She said, over there watching Family Feud only, because somebody's going to win. That's what I'm talking about. Somebody's going to win. How this going to end? Somebody going to win. Yo, Frasier and well, even Blackish. I'm just going to wait till it ends. Because I ain't watched Blackish in the last 3-4 seasons. I'm just going to wait. I'm gonna wait till it ends, and then I'm gonna sit down and watch it. The point is, take some time to do things that feed your soul. So a part of it is trying to read more, doing more podcasts, reading more books, watching documentaries that inspire or stir you. Is your soul parched? Is your soul dehydrated? Because a part of making you feel better is just not you going to the spa or taking a nap. All those things are beautiful, and I think you should do those things. Or getting your nails did, or going to the game, or watching the playoffs. Those things are good. You need to feed your soul, though. What are you doing to feed your soul? Like this morning, you're feeding your soul. So you're here watching this today. Whenever you're watching it, you're watching this. That's good. You're feeding your soul. Go to church. Go to church. I know it's easy to be anti-church these days, but let me tell you something. You mess around and let the enemy get busy in your life. You'll come back to Jesus real quick. You'll come back, Lord. I need to go to church. Get in that community. Watch the sermons online or get in the room. But yeah. Anyway, going into the weekend is what you're watching, listening to, edifying. Where do you spend your life? Yeah, that's good, D. So where are you spending your life? Is what you're watching, listening to, what you do, is it edifying? Is it edifying? Anyway, y'all have a great weekend. Love y'all. I'll be back next week. It's a bunch of exciting things going on. I'm really, really encouraged in the midst of it all, but I'm having to find the right rhythm and the right pace, not going too fast, not going too slow, but trying to stay daily walking in his amazing grace. And that's my prayer for you, that you would find the rhythm of his grace that is on your life in this season, and that you would stay on pace with his grace for his glory. Love y'all. See you next week. Y'all have a good weekend.